Hey, I'm Lanny. I'm Dane's friend.
This is my friend Lanny.
Sometimes I film, mostly I drink. Bye guys.
Fired. Well, it's a spot that I grew up skating ever since I was a little guy. I definitely remember going there and just doing 360 flips of fakies and stuff on it and trying to do all the tech shit that like Mick Ewan and those cunts used to do, like nollie front heels, but mine weren't popped. They just flop around on the banks and stuff, and I thought I was sick. Definitely did a few fronts I flipped straight through my legs on it. I've skated there for fucking years and never really thought about doing the ollie all the way in until Brass tried it that few times that I was there. And watching him almost do it, like it puts it kind of into perspective and you're like, oh yeah, like I can see how it's possible for some cunt to get in there now. And Brass got smoked, like really fucking smoked a few times trying it. And then he flew back to Perth and I was filming for Strange World at the time. I needed a last trick for my part, so I was like, fuck, if I get that ollie, that's like something that we could use as a last trick for sure. So I called up Brass and I explained to him like, hey man, filming this part, need a last trick. I know you tried it, I was there with you. Are you thinking about going back for it? Because if not, would you be bummed if I tried it? And Brass was like, give me a little bit to think about it and I'll call you back. And I was like, fuck, all right, whatever. And he calls me back maybe 3 or 4 hours later and he was at the pub with Harry Clark. And he was like, fuck it, I'm off it, it's yours, take it, go give it a crack. I remember I filmed like 4 or 5 tricks in those couple days. I filmed my opening line for that part and the ollie like a few days apart. And I got like a blunt slide down some hubber as well. I don't know, they were all just like last minute things for my video part. I was at Waterloo the day of it and I just remember like pushing really fast and trying to ollie as far as I could into the little bank that's next to the hubber at Waterloo, which is absolutely nothing like ollieing into bridge banks, but for some reason it just felt like I needed to practice ollieing into a bank, even though I shouldn't really need too much practice with that. I remember as soon as we got there I tried to ollie the first bank and land on the flat in the middle, and I ollied and wheel bit and just dove into the second bank, and I was like, well fuck, how much worse can it get than that really? And then every attempt I could just kick it out and run down the second bank. It wasn't even too bad really, and it probably took maybe, I don't know, half an hour of trying it, and first one I committed to I rode away, and that was it. I can't even remember who was really there, it was that long ago, but I remember Dustin somehow was there with a camera. I don't know who gave him a camera, but he had one. He filmed the second angle of it in my part. That was like the very last clip was him filming his face screaming into the camera in my part. But there's a few people there, but I don't know where they came from, to be honest. I don't think they came with us. I feel like they might have been just at a pub in the Rocks. And then they walked across because they heard we were there and just watched it. I feel like Lance probably was saying at the time, like, this is going to be the cover for sure. So when I finally saw it, I was like, oh yeah. Makes sense, Lance was saying it. But Lance says that about a lot of things, doesn't he?